Hello guys, so we have two models to build. No, actually a lot of models to build, which were in our previous reviews. First of all, this COZAK-2 fresh ICM kit in 1:35 scale. Finally they add here a small plate of metallic forged parts. It also has interesting pixel decals and interior in this kit. Grey plastic for main frame, this chassis belongs in real to Iveco truck. As usual I prepare details, not so many of them belongs to this frame, and that's good, because as for me work with trucks chassis is a little boring process. This kit is quite fresh, this year production, so connection of details as expected on a good level. So that's all for the first part of the frame, and we can check how good it is by dancing test on the table. We don't see any dents of this detail, so that's good. Here we also have big plate, floor of the armored truck, it has relief, also some details of the interior, and it have to be connected with the previous group of details. But at first more details for chassis of the truck, bridge with other details that can be easily mounted on their frame, to the shaft and to other details. Gearbox, well, it's imitation of it, because it wouldn't be visible after the layer of mine resistance protection. Let's try to assemble something from interior of this kit, parts that belongs to main console, almost all details on this one part, except steering wheel and several smaller details. There will be also several decals on it. Okay, finally let's connect our groups of assembled details. Gearbox, let's put it to big plastic plate, and then we can connect our chassis of the MRAP to the rest of details. Plus some additional details, and we receive this big detail. It allows us to start work with the interior, such a ladder for turret gunner. Yep, we have here small turret or turret with a heavy MG and a small platform. It will be in opened position, but we also can close it if we want. Interesting combination of seats for infantry. It has connection to the floor in 2 points. The upper part of the seats kinda complicated because of handlers, 3 parts for each vertical part of the seat. We need a lot of patience to connect these handlers, and they kinda fragile. One of the most difficult parts of assembling this kit, I think. So 2 front seats from Iveco, also 2 passenger seats and a block of 6 passenger seats. That looks like a seats for Space Marines. The difficulty of this detail is paid by its coolness. Move forward to the side parts of the MRAP. I drilled here holes according to instruction. These side parts consist from 2 details. But before we connect them together, we have to add some small amount of inner details. It would be a good solution to remove casting artifacts on this plate, and now we can add smaller details. Between these 2 parts of the side armor we have spots for small windows, which represented in transparent details in this kit. Actually, not so many details in this kit, and I think here we have on the table more than a half of whole model. Before we start painting works with the interior, I add fixtures from plastic for front seats to seat belts. After that, covered everything with the black Vallejo primer. Looks cool. Also, this primer plays here a role of base color, but the inner sides of the side walls have to be additionally covered in a something like grey metal color. Well, we can call them titanium color. Yes, here is also exists a layer of gloss varnish. Some other details of interior and the side parts in a grey color. Okay, now we can put decals for our interior. Only several of them belongs to interior. speedometer and other gadgets. It is easier to put this decal before the steering wheel installation. Also, we have here decals with colorized buttons. After that, we can finally install steering wheel with the help of the drop of super glue gel. Time to add some colors on the seats. They have textile upholstery in yellow-green color. I work here with a hand brush and acrylics. I put here 3 layers of the paint. But if you want, you can put here masks and work with a brush. Small blunders I fix with a thin brush. I don't know why, but I decided to add some dust on lower surfaces of this armor with the oil paints. This is a mix of grey and brown oils. The excess of oils I remove with the napkins. My surface, I guess, wasn't enough glossy, or oil paints were too concentrated, so I used here a little bit of white spirit, and after that I remove oil paints and receive something like this. Dusty surface looks realistic. Also, I add the same oils on this panel, so now it looks not so fresh and so newy. Put it on its place and now use extra thin glue to connect these details together. Looks great, but we can add a little bit more oils in some places, which have to be more dusted, in my opinion. It is very easy to apply oils and then to remove them and to achieve the result you want to see. We can actually start work with the side panels of the car body. But I decided to make some more upgrades for this kit for interior. And actually it is typical that seat belts often absent in scale model kits, no matter we talk about ground vehicles or aircraft. We can use here something like aftermarket upgrade sets, but I decided to work here with the modeling tape. This 1-2mm width, it's quite elastic. Paint it with a black primer and now put it with the help of super glue gel, add gluing dots and start the seat belts installation. Very interesting process, have to be accurate and patient. But this makes our model a little bit more realistic. And in the end, small pieces of metallic wire to imitate some metallic parts of seat belts. And what we received, fast and cheap upgrade that imitates seat belts in our car. Finally, assembling process of the big details of the body. Between side panels we have to insert small windows, but it would be better to add modeling masks right now. Outer parts of these transparent parts will be covered with the modeling masking tape. After that we put windows, removed fingerprints with the help of ear sticks and add one more plastic panel. Thick glue for plastic helps here a lot. We have here convenient connection points and gaps for installation, so this process not so hard. But don't forget to remove some paint from the connection points. I'm cross-checking the connection by putting off upper section of the car. I'll see no gaps, so that means that connection is good. Our Space Marine seats, put them inside the MRAP. And additionally we can install some other body panels, including rear part and front parts like a hood and some other details. We have here satisfied connection level. We also have a frame for windscreens with wipers and some navigational gadgets inside. So we received such a result. Till this moment, assembled all of interior parts of the kits. We made here some weathering of the floor and panels, upgrade the seats, and of course assembled all details of the chassis and most of the body parts. Next steps will be dedicated to the finishing of assembling of outer parts of the model, turret and preparation of this kit to the further painting and pixeling. Well, not difficult and interesting kit. I love how it goes. So that's all for today, have a nice day, good luck and bye.